Hey folks, Sunday afternoon, home from church, and I just wanted to relax and paint a little bit and just unwind. And I thought we would try a hydrangea today, just a super simple, easy version of them with a beautiful purple color. I'm going to be using my, forgot the name of it, Princeton Neptune brush, a size 10, and also my Princeton Aqua Elite, which I really like those brushes, a size 6. And we're just going to put some color on the paper and make some pretty flowers today and relax. Guys, if you like my videos, hit the subscribe button and check us out on YouTube, Patreon, and TikTok as well. Have a great day. All right, I started off with a nice purple color, and gosh, what color purple? You would have to ask. It's a dioxazine purple, and what I did was I watered it down so it's not as dark as what it would be right out of the pan. And I just took my number 10 Princeton Neptune and just made blotches across the page in a cone shape, like a pine cone. And then I butted another one up against it, just like you would have it in a vase or something, and leaving white spots in the middle so you have like that sunlight's coming through. This is the simple part. It's not going to look perfectly accurate, but when people see it, they're going to go, oh, you made a hydrangea, and there's your goal. Then once I finished this, I did not let it dry. While it's still wet, I took color right out of the pan, the same dioxazine purple, and I blotted it on the sides where it's kind of shaded, so you got that shaded effect. And I did switch brushes here. I didn't tell you that. I switched to the Princeton Aqua Elite size 6 to do the stems with, and I think the leaves I did with those too, are with that too. And I just used the tip. The Aqua Elite has, and I'm using the long round brush, so it's got a beautiful tip on it, and you can do really fine work with it. So I just made stems that went up and into the hydrangea, just randomly, real simple. Now I did let this dry before I added the green leaves to it, because otherwise everything is going to just blend together. Here I took little U shapes, little C shapes, and I kind of filled in up at the top, and just to kind of give that flower definition. And I did tons of them. I would let them dry, and then I would do some more, because like I said, it gives it that flower or petal shape to it, or the illusion of petals. And I did it throughout, even in the darker spots I made those. All the way from the top to the bottom, just making little C or U shapes. I think I kind of blended between the C and the U shapes. I did both. And I didn't do them all going up or sideways. I did a blend of up and down and sideways and backwards, so that you get that illusion of a petal, a flower petal. And I did dip right out of the pan to get this color. I did dip. So I took the pigment right out of the pan so I'd have that darker look to it there. And then I went on to do the leaves. I did 4 leaves. You could do more than that if you wanted. And I used just an olive green. I didn't go crazy with it. Just simple colors. And somebody might ask, I am using the Arches watercolor pad. I just got this off the internet, and I wasn't real sure. Arches is one of my favorite watercolor papers. It does have that rougher texture. It takes water on really well, but it is like you have to kind of know what you're doing, or you'll, I don't know, you don't want to waste it either, because I am that person. I want to know what I'm doing before I use the good paper, because then I feel like I wasted it if I mess up. But in art, everything is relative. So what I tell my students, what I tell my own children when we do this, it's your art. So if you love it, that's all that matters. Adding more leaves. Oh, I added 5 leaves. I lied. I did add a smaller one in there as well, just to kind of fill in some of that white space. I should have made, looking back at it, I should have made bigger leaves. I should have made them a little bit plumper to go with the larger flowers next time. And this is one of those things you improve on as you work. And I did add a darker color to do kind of the vein there, and I wasn't crazy about it. But that's okay. You don't always like everything. So I just took my brush and I kind of smoothed it back out, giving that look of a shadow on the leaf more than anything. And then I liked it. So I was satisfied with that. Extending that leaf down a little bit more. Now, here you only see a few of the curves and the C's, and I went in later and I added some more. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you give it a try. Thanks for watching.